This is what 1000 hours of Fade looks like. Firstly, let's talk about some of the things I've learned while playing Fade. One of the most important things to learn about Fade is proper utility usage. A lot of newer Fade players don't use their utility properly and end up just wasting utility and using their utility in wrong positions. One of the biggest ones that I noticed is wasting both of their prowlers really early into the round, before using any other bit of their utility, and even more when they have their ultimate available. People generally underestimate how strong the prowlers can be and just waste them before the rest of their utility. A super common example of this is Fade players throwing both of their prowlers towards where they think opponents might be to get information, rather than saving one or both of them for use with your ultimate or when using your reveal. Using a prowler on a marked target is way better than using a prowler on a non-marked target, because you can easily swing off of your prowler on a marked target compared to a non-marked. With the way marked works, it's very easy for your prowlers to lock onto a target in near sight and deafen them for a very easy kill. This can be even stronger when using your prowlers with Fade's ultimate. It can help your team easily take sights by deafening and near sighting all enemies on the site. One thing I recommend doing as Fade is using her reveal at the start of every round. The same with every initiator. Using their free ability at the start of every round is super effective because they are helpful for gathering early information on your opponents, and because they regenerate, you'll get another one a bit later into the round, meaning you're likely to be able to use 2 of Fade's reveals per round for gathering information for your team. Another super effective use for your prowlers is using one to help your duelist take a fight. Having your duelist follow slightly behind your prowler can alert your duelist as to almost exactly where the opponent is, which can allow them to easily get a first blood and back up again, giving your team a much better chance at winning the round, because your team then has the numbers advantage. And as I said previously, make sure you aren't using both of your prowlers every round on a strategy like this. It's good, but not worth using both of your prowlers every round. An alternate version of this strategy is using your reveal instead. As I said, using the reveal at the start of the round means you get to use your abilities more often for extra information, meaning using the reveal over a prowler push for your duelist can also show your duelist exactly how many opponents are there, which can help them swing properly for a kill, but also giving the rest of your team exact information on what opponents are near you, unless of course they shoot the reveal. Another very strong thing you can do with Fade is combo her C's with area of effect damaging utility. For example, things like Raze's grenade, KO's molly, or any other kind of molly, stuff like that, etc. An opponent's health dropping by half due to the C's and then getting hit by this damaging utility most of the time means the player caught inside will be killed, unless they have some sort of utility that can help them get out of the zone, like a chamber or an omen teleport. The C's stopping opponents from leaving the area makes it incredibly strong and a very strong piece of utility that has a massive variety of strong uses, like delaying plants, diffuses, or something as basic as stopping a site push or killing somebody that is stuck in a corner. It's such a strong versatile piece of utility that combining this with your team will win you so many rounds. If you're playing in a duo, I recommend getting your duo to play someone with some sort of nade or molly to make combos easier and much more consistent for you. Let's look at some rounds in a Pearl game from Sentinel's pro player Shazam. I will talk through what makes his play strong and why he does what he does, so that you can learn and incorporate these plays into your own ranked games and get a huge head start on becoming a stronger and better Fade main. In this first round, you can see Shazam lining up a reveal to go into Link. This is strong because it gives his team information on if anybody is playing in Link while they push mid at the beginning of the round. Although the reveal gets instantly shot, it lets his team know whereabouts the Link player is because they hear the shots of them shooting the reveal, and because of this, Astra and Jet fight the Link player and manage to kill him. This gives them number advantage very early into the round. With Raze getting another early pick, the team resets a little bit to find out where the remaining opponents are. Shazam checks the B push before grabbing the spike and rushing towards A with the rest of his team. He gets to site and has another reveal available, which he throws into flower while planting. This is strong because it's one of the only spots near site his team aren't already holding, and him throwing it deep also can reveal the opponent in their spawn. In this round, Shazam defaults a little bit of utility down B long to try and get information on any opponents that have either pushed up towards pillar or playing near backcourt with an up. Because the Prowler doesn't catch anyone close, he jiggle peeks the angle and spots the Jet. He hears the Jet dash away, so he throws his reveal to try and get a bit more information here while his team works the rest of the map. After the reveal gets shot, he runs back towards his team to get ready for an execute. They rush towards A site and Shazam uses his ultimate on the site to mark any opponents still on the site. Right after ulting, he throws his Prowler out to catch onto any trail marked by his ultimate. He throws the C's back site to where he saw his Prowler catch the Cypher, so that when his teammate swings him, the Cypher is low health. In this situation, Shazam plays safe back because he's close to having his reveal again, which can be great post-plant utility to check if the defenders are sticking the spike or not. However, instead, he chooses to use it instantly to gather information for his team in that moment. This round is a good example of the C's grenade strat I was talking about earlier. They throw both pieces of utility towards shop to try and catch anyone making some early mid presence, and although they don't kill anyone with the combo in this round, the timing of throwing is perfect, and I thought I'd show it off to you guys so you can see how it works well. Because Shazam here steps in mid, he throws a Prowler into mid to try and get the information on where they are. He knows Jet is super close to him, so he goes to use a second Prowler, which usually is a bad decision, but in this scenario it meant the difference between life and death for Shazam. In this round, they are split executing towards A site, so Shazam throws a Prowler into art to get information for himself while he pushes to take the space. The Prowler doesn't spot anyone, but he hears steps, so he throws his second one to try and catch the opponent to get a pick for his team. However, he also gets blinded by a Prowler, so he backs up for safety. He re-aggresses because he knows where their fade is playing. He plays slow here as he doesn't want his opponents to know that he is pushing them. However, gives away his position to throw his reveal deep into Lincoln A site so that his team in main know where the site players are. And because he expects an opponent to be in this corner, he throws the C's to make it an easier fight for him. However, no one's there, so he just shoots the chamber trap and backs up a few steps to wait for his team who are just behind him now instead. Shazam plays really cautious here because the opponents usually have their sentinel here and he has no utility to clear more space for his team. Due to this, he is playing in front trying to create trades. Cypher dies and he decides to play safe again because he is super close to having his reveal again. And although it's a 4v1, it could be a needed piece of utility. There's a con for Flower, so he throws the reveal through the smoke to try and catch the chamber. He dies, but his team get his trade and win the round. If you guys enjoyed the video and found any of this helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. If you have any more questions about playing Fade, leave them in the comments down below. But for now, thanks for watching, good luck in your 8 games, and goodbye.